Hello friends, and welcome to Easing Back Into It. This is a 30-minute mobility exercise workout designed to strengthen the muscles around the spine and pelvis, also to help you lengthen the muscles that surround the spine and pelvis. You'll notice that the first 4 exercises are designed to strengthen the local stabilizers and the global mobilizers. As we move towards the end of the workout, you'll realize that the final 4 exercises are designed to now lengthen those muscles so that you are free of tension and have ease of movement and mobility. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get started. Hello everyone, and let's get started with our mobility sequence. Today I'll be demonstrating the exercises on the Pilates Cadillac. You don't have to have a Cadillac in order to do these exercises. You can comfortably do these on your yoga or Pilates mat. You can even do these stretches on your bed. So here we go. We're going to start on all fours into what we call a quadruped position here. So I'm going to have my knees in line with my hands, which is super important, and then have my knee joint right aligned underneath my hip bone. So I'm going to take a nice deep inhale here. On the exhalation, I'm going to tuck my tailbone in and draw my spine up towards the ceiling like a cat. You inhale to stay here, breathe into the sides and the backs of the rib cage, and then exhale to lengthen the back out. So it's a 4-breath pattern. We inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath, drop the head down, keep the shoulders stabilized. Your obliques are moving you into that movement. Inhale to stay, feel the rib cage expand out here to the back, and then exhale to release. We're going to do 5 of these. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath, draw the spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale to stay, and exhale to lengthen back out. Inhale, exhale. Nod the chin into the chest, tuck the tailbone underneath. Inhale to stay here, and then exhale to lengthen back out. One more, inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath, and then each segment of the spine will move into flexion here. Drop the head down last. You inhale to stay, and then exhale to lengthen the spine out, one segment at a time. Good. From here, we're just going to swing. Well, actually, I'll have my legs facing this way. My head will face the door so you can see exactly what my legs are doing. This exercise coming up next is great to release the muscles in the hip socket. So you're going to just relax your arms onto your mat. And you're just going to inhale to drop the right leg open to the side. It's laterally rotated here. Keep the pelvis centered. Extend that leg out away from the seat. Turn the leg in and draw it back up for 1. You drop that leg open without shifting the pelvis. Extend the leg out. Turn the leg in and draw it back up. Drop the knee open here. Good. You might get a little bit of popping. And extend that leg out. Turn the leg in and draw it back up. Now we reverse it here. It's a medial rotation. Extend the leg out, rotate that leg out to the side and bring it back up. And again, turn the knee in, reach the leg long, turn it out to the side and draw it back up. And we turn the knee in, reach the leg long, turn the leg out to the side and bring it back up. Now we're going to go to the left. Inhale to drop that knee open, extend the leg out on that same breath. Medial rotation, turn that femur bone in and draw it back up. Drop the left knee open for 2. Extend the leg out on that same breath. Exhale to turn the leg in and then drag it back up to the starting position. You drop the knee open. You extend the leg long. Rotate that leg in and bring it back up. Now reverse it. Turn the knee in. Reach the leg long. Rotate it out to the side and draw the leg back up. 2 more times. Turn the knee in. Try to keep this leg in parallel as you reach that leg away. Turn the leg out and draw it back up. And turn the knee in. Reach the leg long, turn it out to the side, and draw it back up. Very good. And now move into exercises that will strengthen the anterior muscles of the core. So here we go. Let's have you lie down on your back. You're going to have your feet flat on your mat. You're going to take your hands behind your head and your elbows are nice and wide. You take a nice deep inhale here, nod the chin to the chest. On the exhalation, contract the abdominals and lift the head and shoulders up. It's an inhale to lower back down. Exhale, let's lift up for 2. Inhale to lower, exhale, we lift up for 3. Inhale to lower down, exhale to lift up for 4. And inhale to lower, exhale, we lift up for 5. Inhale to lower, exhale, lift up for 6. Keep pulling the navel in away from the t-shirt for 7. Inhale, exhale, lifting up for 8. Keeping those shoulders stabilized out of the air as you lift up for 9. And inhale to lower, and exhale, let's lift up for 10. Good, we're gonna lower the torso back down with control. Bring the arms down at your side and let's go into a posterior core exercise. Bring the heels in towards the hips here. You're going to inhale, exhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling, trying to create a bridge from the knees to the shoulders. Inhale to stay here, exhale to lower down. We're going to do 8 of these. Inhale, exhale, engage the glute max and lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. It's an inhale to stay, to draw that navel in towards the lower back. Exhale, you lower down. And inhale, exhale, fire up the glute max muscles as you lift the pelvis up. Try not to overly grip in the lower back. Inhale to stay here, exhale to lower back down. Inhale once again, relax the neck and shoulders. Exhale, just use your hip muscles to lift up. Inhale to stay, exhale to lower back down. And inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. Make sure that your knees stay in parallel here. Inhale to stay, feel that engagement. Exhale to lower back down. Inhale, exhale, turn those abs on as well. Inhale to stay, exhale to lower back down, and final time, inhale, deep breath into the lower lobes of the rib cage. Exhale to lift the hips into the air. Inhale to stay here, take a breath, try to get up a little bit higher, and then exhale to lower back down. Very good. Now from here, we're going to go into a lateral flexion exercise because we always want to make sure that we're covering flexion, extension, and lateral flexion as well. So we stretch out nice and long here, and you're gonna make sure that you're right up on that greater trochanter, right? That thigh bone that sticks, the little bone that juts out to the side of the outside of the femur bone. You're going to inhale to prepare, engage the glutes from the back, inner thighs working from the front, exhale to lift up for 1. So you're working these lateral trunk muscles here. You lift up for 2. Look straight ahead as you do these. Exhale to lift up for 3. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, you lift up for 4. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lifting up for 5. Inhale to lower. Exhale, we lift up for 6. And inhale to lower. Exhale, lifting up for 7. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift up for 8. Inhale to lower, exhale, lifting for 9. And inhale to lower, exhale, we lift up for 10. And lower back down to finish. Very good. We're going to turn it over to the other side. Extending the legs out. Good, staying engaged from front to back and also keeping those abdominals engaged from the front. We exhale to lift up for 1. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, we lift up for 2. And lower, exhale, lifting up for 3. And lower down, we lift up for 4. Good, trying not to shift back, lifting up for 5. And exhale to lift up for 6. And we lift up for 7. And this is 8. And lower down, lifting up for 9. And lower, and lift up for 10. And this is okay. So we've done quite a few exercises supine on our backs. It's now time to go into a few exercises that are prone. So we're going to start here with a core and balance exercise in a quadruped position. As it states in the name and the description, you're working core and balance. You're going to start on your hands and your knees here, and you're going to extend the left leg back. Find your center here before you extend your right arm out in front of you. Now you may want to start here with just holding this and finding your balance, maybe 3 sets of 10 seconds. When you're ready, what I want you to do is exhale, round the back slightly, and bring that right elbow into the left knee. Inhale to reach out, exhale to bring it in for 2. Inhale to reach, exhale, bring everything in for 3. Inhale to reach, exhale, bring everything in for 4. Inhale to reach, exhale, bring it in for 5. And you're gonna reach everything out and you're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Changing to the other side. I always like to bring my knees to the middle because it gives me a good setup to stabilize my body and to maintain my balance even to start. Exhale to come in for 1. Inhale to reach. Exhale to come in for 2. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bring it in for 3. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bring it in for 4. Inhale to reach. Exhale, bring it in for 5. And inhale to reach with control. Work that glute med, glute max, abdominals. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Always lower down with control. That we can do is a kneeling stretch for the psoas. So we're going to come onto our hands and our knees here. You may want to have a cushion nearby just to put underneath your knee in case you have problems and you can't put a lot of pressure on your knee. Just have a nice mat or towel there to just tuck underneath, okay? And from here, you're just going to carefully bring the right foot forward. Good, and leave that left knee back. And the most important thing here is, or what I tell clients to be aware of, is to keep that knee-ankle alignment. Super important. Not only will that protect the knee joint, but then it'll also ensure that you're getting an effective stretch. I also tell my clients, put the hands at the back of the lower back and think of just tilting your pelvis back first. Draw the abdominals in, and then you're gonna slide forward into that stretch here. Keep those abs on so you get an effective stretch through the psoas first and then the quadriceps. You're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. Pull the shoulders back. Keep the spine nice and long. Pulling those abs in. Very good. And then if you want to take the stretch a little deeper, you're just going to bring the hands to the middle of the thigh, get your balance. Then I like to reach the opposite arm of the leg that's down towards the back of the room. And that I can feel in my psoas, my obliques, and straight up the sides of the body. Good, and then you're gonna bring the hand back down, shift the hips back, and then carefully change to the other side. And then you set yourself up, you check for that knee-ankle alignment, lift the chest up, then, I almost forgot, you pull the hips back. Think of posteriorly tilting the pelvis. I like to tell clients, think of the pelvis as a bowl that has water in it, right? And you want to conserve that water here and keep the water in the bowl, right? So that's what we're doing here. Then stay engaged through the abdominals at the same time. Now you're ready to hinge forward. And that's performing the movement with mindfulness and intention, right? And then we're gonna take that right arm up and reach all the way back. Good, and this is only if you wanna take the stretch a little bit deeper. We hold that for 30 seconds. Very good, and then let's bring the hand back on top and continue to shift the hips back. Good, and then carefully bring both feet back onto the mat. Next we're gonna move into another prone exercise, right, which is really good for working the spinal extensors here, which is a part of the core. You're gonna start with your nose hovering just over your mat, right? And you wanna feel that length from the crown of the head into the toes. You also wanna just have your shoulders relax forward. That's okay here. Now from here, you're gonna inhale, pull the shoulders back, reach through the fingertips. On the exhalation, you lift the torso up to a low, long line. You're going to inhale to stay here, suspend this movement, Then exhale to lower down to where the nose is hovering over the mat. Again, inhale, pull those shoulders back gently. Exhale, lift up into that low, long line. Feel the glutes still engaged. Inhale to stay. You're breathing into the side, into the lower lobes of the rib cage, and then you exhale to lower down to hover. Again, inhale, actively pull those shoulders back. You're working on your postural muscles. Exhale to lift up with control. Inhale to stay here, maintain that long, low line. Exhale to lower back down. Keep the glutes engaged. Inhale, fire up those glutes. Exhale, lift the torso up. Inhale, suspend and lengthen. And exhale to continue to lengthen and lower back down. Let's do 2 more. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, pull those shoulders back with intention. Exhale, lift the chest up. Keep looking down at your mat. Inhale to stay here and lengthen everything out. Exhale to lower back down. One more time. Inhale. We pull those shoulders back. Exhale. I lift up through my chest and torso. I'm reaching my fingertips back on the inhale as I'm suspending. And then on the exhalation, I lower down with control. You're going to bring your hands to the outside of the shoulders and press your hips back onto your heels for a shell stretch. Take a deep inhale here. Breathe into the backs of the rib cage and exhale to release. And inhale to breathe in again. And exhale. Keeping the abdominals engaged, you inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale, relaxing the neck and shoulders. Exhale to release. Inhale. And final time, exhale. Now that we've gotten through our strengthening exercises, let's go into our stretching exercises. So most of these exercises are going to be done lying down on your back, so you may want to get comfortable. You also, before you lie down on your mat, you may want to get a towel, because for the last exercise, we're going to do a back stretch that's going to require us to extend the spine over the towel. It's going to be nice, I promise. So here we go. Let's get started. So we'll lie down on our mats here, and we're going to bring the right knee into the air in tabletop here. You're going to bring that right foot on top of the left knee. You're going to lift the left leg up here, reach behind the hamstring of the left leg, and pull that knee in towards the chest here. You want to hold this for about 30 seconds. And a key concept here is to make sure that you're releasing any tension in the neck and shoulders. So I like to tell clients to just go ahead and turn your head right to left, right? Just to loosen up the neck muscles. And then also think of rolling your shoulders back in towards your mat here. And that helps to keep any tension out of the neck and the shoulders. And tension-free is where we want to be, right? Very good. Now let's switch to the opposite side with control. The left foot comes in front of the right knee. We reach up behind that right hamstring and pull that leg in towards the chest. And you want to feel a deep stretch here on the opposite glute. So you should feel it in the left glutes on this side. And again, you're just going to shake the head or just turn the head from right to left, just to loosen it up at the top of the vertebrae. You're also going to press your shoulders back and down into that Cadillac here. So we're tension-free up top. Good, we'll hold it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to just release both feet down onto the mat here. You're going to extend your left leg out away from the hips. You're going to bend your right knee into the air in tabletop. Take the left hand, put it on the outside of the right knee, and you're just going to pull that right knee over to the left side. And for you, it may fall onto the floor or onto your mat, and that's okay. And then some days it may not even touch the mat, and that's okay too. Listen to your body, don't force anything. You just want to get a nice stretch, no pain. And we're going to bring that right knee back to tabletop, extend the leg long along your mat. You bring the left knee into the air in tabletop, take the hand to the outside of the knee, and you're just going to pull that left knee over to the right side of the body. And a key concept here in executing this movement properly is to just keep that opposite shoulder. So in this case, the left shoulder, you want to keep reaching that left shoulder towards the mat here. Good, and this is just a great way to just loosen up those QLs here. And then bring it back to center. And then lower that left leg down. Very good. I'm going to come up to a seated position. Take your time. And you probably have more room on your mat and in your house than I do on this Cadillac, but it's okay. You're going to extend your right leg out towards the side. You want to face forward with the chest here. Keep the chest open. You inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to laterally flex over to the right side. And you're going to hold this here for 30 seconds. 15 to 30 seconds is pretty good. Good, and we're aiming to feel that stretch through the quadratus lumborum on that left side. So in that lower back region, you're going to come up, and then you're going to bring your hands down onto your mat so that you can safely transition to the other side. Very good. You want to sit up as tall as you can. Bring the hands in front of the forehead. Then you're going to laterally flex over towards the left side, keeping the chest nice and open. Good, and we come back up, and you lower the hands down to the mat. Good, and now let's move on to our towel exercise. Guys, so we've made it to the end of the workout, and now I'm going to reward you for it. This next stretch was designed by a Japanese chiropractor. It's a great way to stretch the lower back, but in a very gentle way. This is a great stretch if you're doing this routine at the end of the day to just kind of relax and release the muscles of the body and kind of close the day and quiet your thoughts. This is also a great stretch to do in the mornings to kind of just get you started for your day. So you're kind of trying to wake your body up. You're thinking about all the things that you want to accomplish today. You're thinking about how much better your body's going to feel now that you've done this routine the first thing in the morning. So it can work for morning or evening. Let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit on your mat. You're going to swing your legs around to the front. Go ahead and bring that towel right up against the hips here, right? And what you're going to do is leave the towel there, start to recline down. Stay there. Bring the right elbow onto the mat carefully. Bring the left elbow onto the mat carefully. And then you're going to continue to recline down onto your mat. Naturally, your shoulders will hike up towards the ears. Relax them away. Now extend your right leg out and then extend your left leg out, right? And now you're going to inhale. Good, and then on the exhalation, reach the arms overhead with the palms facing up to the ceiling. You're going to hold this for about 3 minutes. We won't spend 3 minutes on camera. Good, and so let's say that you held that there for 3 minutes, right? You've quieted your thoughts. If it's the end of the day, you're done with all that busyness. And you're just in a relaxing, restorative pose. Good, and if it's the start of the day, you're thinking about how many things you're going to accomplish today. You're thinking about how proud you are of yourself for starting the day with movement. And you're thinking about that healthy breakfast that you're going to consume in the next 5 minutes. We bring the arms down to the side, right? And now first, you're gonna bend your right knee, keep your right foot on the Cadillac or your mat. You're gonna bend the left knee and keep your left foot on your mat. From there, I always say, drop the knees over towards the right side, especially for seniors. This is the safest way to get up. You're gonna take your left hand, put it on the floor or the mat carefully, and then use your hand to press you up to a seated position. And that's the safest way to get up. So guys, that's the end of the mobility workout. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest. As always, get fit, get healthy, get active. Thank you.